Hey, Baylor fans, this is your call to gear up with Harley-Davidson of Waco. Whether you're hitting the open road or tailgating at McLean Stadium, we've got the ride to match your Bear pride. Check out our wide selection of new and pre-owned motorcycles, visit our service department, or shop all the latest gear and accessories to show off your Baylor spirit and Harley pride. Visit us today and find your freedom on two wheels. Harley-Davidson of Waco, where Baylor fans never ride alone. Visit in-store or at hdwaco.com. Sic Em Bears.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to this week's Sic Em Podcast presented by HD Waco. We appreciate Harley-Davidson Waco, and what a great podcast we have for you today. Tyce Armstrong is with us from Baylor Baseball, having really an historic season. I'm not overselling that, but it really is an historic season going for you right now, sitting as we record this on 21 home runs. Ties Charlie Carter's school record for home runs in a season. In your first year here at Baylor, my first question normally is, how are things going? I would think things are going pretty well for you.
Yes, sir. They're going great. I mean, the team is in a great spot right now. We're all together. Obviously, we have 2 more series left, UCF this weekend, and then we go to Utah and then the tournament. So really excited for the rest of the year.
Sitting on 21 home runs. Charlie Carter's name's been brought up quite a bit recently as you got closer to the record. When was the first time you heard the name Charlie Carter?
I heard about Charlie Carter, I think it was the practice after my 14th home run, because Coach Thompson was telling me about this transfer from UT who was a big first baseman that broke the record, and he was like, a lot of parallels. It'd be really cool if you could get to that spot too, but it's an honor to be where I am now. Wow.
And I hope there's a time you and Charlie can meet. The parallels are really uncanny. I mean, he was a senior transfer. He played at McLennan one year, played at Texas, and knew coaching staff there, and he transferred to Baylor. You transferred from UTA here to Baylor. Power hitting first baseman, big, tall, strong guys. I mean, so many parallels between you guys. And now you're sitting on 21. You've got several games left to break that record. How much do you think about that, or do you go to the plate thinking about that?
You can't really go to the plate thinking about it. Obviously, you think about it outside of baseball. When you go home, you're like, oh, my gosh, that would be so cool. But you go up to the plate, you're just trying to do your job for the team, and if you get the pitch to do it on, then you take advantage of it. Very good.
You don't, so to speak, swing for the fences, do you? I mean, that's your normal swing.
I mean, I always swing better when I don't try. My coaches always give me a bunch of mess about dipping and trying to do too much, swinging too high. But the best swings I have are when I'm trying to go on a line, and it just works for me.
Things are working really well, for sure. So it's fun to see the anticipation now with every at-bat. Texas State on Tuesday, every at-bat, this could be the record breaker right here. That's the way we look at it. The outsiders look at it and fans look at it, but obviously you don't.
Yeah, it'd be really cool if it happened, but I'm just trying to win for the team, do everything I can.
Yeah, you really are a team-first guy, aren't you?
I try to be.
Another similarity between you and Charlie, so and that's a really positive comparison. How about the background for you? Grew up in Magnolia, and that's pretty good baseball school. I mean, I think of a lot of good student athletes who've come out of Magnolia.
Yes, sir. My freshman year, we had Jordan Groshans, Adam Kloffenstein. Jordan was the 12th overall pick, and Adam I think he was just under 100th. But, I mean, growing up in that system, seeing those guys perform at such a high level, it was an honor to be a part of that, and it was the best experience I've ever had growing up. It was something special, and I instilled a lot of my values growing up in that program, and I brought them here today.
Nice, very good. How highly recruited out of high school were you?
Honestly, I didn't really get much talk until my senior year. My senior year, I talked to Coach Thompson at McLennan a little bit, and I got a lot of JUCOs that reached out to me. But my first opportunity was UT Arlington with Coach DT.
Thomas,
yeah, so he was there, and Craig Martin was our football coach and athletic director. He was the one. He played at UT Arlington under Coach DT, and he reached out to Darren for me, and and got that connection, and it just worked out for me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very good. So DT was the head coach there at UTA, recruited you. Now he's here as our director of baseball operations. And you played 1 year for Coach Blair in the Jayhawk League.
Yes, sir.
You knew a lot about Baylor, or knew some Baylor guys before you ever got here.
Yeah, I was blessed to have the opportunity to come here just because I knew the coaches so well already, and high esteemed program, and it was awesome.
Very nice. What about this year here? How would you describe your development in your 1 year here at Baylor?
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing for me was the weightlifting program that we have here. It's just night and day compared to how it was before. Obviously, it's all about how much you put into it, but Coach Darcy, he does a great job getting us involved, getting us where we need to be, and he did his best at that. So
nice. When you were looking to transfer, I'm sure you had pretty good options, other options. Was Baylor a slam dunk, or how'd you look at that?
For me, Baylor had everything I wanted.
Good.
They had the opportunity. They had close proximity. They had the coaches that I knew, and obviously it's Big 12 play. So I just wanted to come to a place that I knew already and perform at a high level, and I'm glad I was able to do that.
That's great. You are from an athletic family, maybe another sport, but really impressive. Your mom and dad were both national caliber, Olympic caliber divers, weren't they?
Yes, sir.
Huh. How was that?
It was awesome to grow up seeing my dad coaching Team USA in the Olympics. I saw he went to London, he went to Paris, he went to Rio. Those were the big ones that I saw when I was younger. Obviously, he had more when I was too young to watch, but it was a blessing to see them thrive in their sport before I even had my time to do it. So
that's wild. And your mom was a national championship diver at the University of Texas.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, your dad UT also.
Yep.
And then into the Olympics. Do you remember? Did you ever go with him on any of those Olympic trips?
No, we never got to go. It was too long. We would have missed way too much school. But we always watched him every competition. We got to see him. We would have a big watch party and see his divers and him on the sidelines, and it was really cool to watch.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Canadian, right? He's a native Canadian.
Yes, sir. He's from Ontario.
Ontario. Okay.
Yeah.
So he he competed for Team Canada, correct? But made the U.S. team a couple of years, but didn't actually get to compete.
Well, he made the Canadian team both the years that he was competing.
Oh, I gotcha.
And then after he finished competing, he moved to Texas and then started coaching and got the opportunity to coach for Team USA.
Gotcha. Wow. What a great history there. And you got a brother and a sister. One of them was a diver for a short time?
My sister tried a little bit, but she didn't enjoy it as much. She got into dance, and she likes that a lot more.
I gotcha. And you were never going to be a diver? You too big to be a diver?
I took one try off of the 3-meter, did a front somersault, and landed straight on my face. And I said, "Dad, I'm not doing this."
That was it.
Let me play baseball.
Oh, man. Diving's loss was baseball's gain for you.
It sure was for me.
Going through the process, when you left UTA, came to Baylor, like you said, there was a lot of familiarity there with most of our coaching staff. Was it an easy transition for you?
It was just about the easiest transition as possible. I mean, the coaches did such a good job helping me get settled in, get involved. I came this summer, so I started doing the weightlifting program, and I got some classes out of the way early. So I got to hang out with a lot of the new guys, all the new guys that were coming in. We did this summer circuit, and I knew some of the returners already just from playing them against them my past 4 years, and it was a really cool opportunity.
Yeah, I remember, actually looked it up, but last year you played Baylor twice at UTA and hit Baylor pretty well, didn't you?
Yeah.
4 for 6 and a home run against Baylor in 2 games last year. So glad you're back with us. What's it like? We played UTA twice this year. What's it like to now go against them?
I mean, it's awesome going back there, seeing all the guys, seeing the coaching staff. I mean, those are some of my best friends that I'll ever have, and playing against them was really cool. And playing them here also. The game got rained out, but it was really fun to play against them.
That's terrific. First game of the year, first game in a Baylor uniform, New Mexico State, February 13th. That was the 3 Grand Slam game. I don't need to remind you, but what do you remember about just your first game, going into your first game in a Baylor uniform?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the night before I was extremely excited. I wanted to start the year off on a good note, and going into the game, I kind of had the jitters. It wasn't like I was nervous, but I was excited, and honestly, my swing didn't feel that great during batting practice. I wasn't doing exactly what I wanted to do, and it kind of felt weird. And then I get into the game, and first AB, I grounded out to third, and I was upset, but not upset. But then I got the opportunity with the bases loaded the next AB, and it just started from there.
Wow. So that was the third inning, your second at bat, third inning. Grand slam, pretty good feeling.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be your first hit, right, at Baylor?
Yes, sir.
Is a grand slam. Fourth inning, you come up, bases are loaded again. Are you thinking maybe do it again?
You're always thinking it in the back of your head, but you never want to try to do it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm just glad the guys were out there for me to do it, and it just worked out for me.
Yeah, that means the guys ahead of you in the order were getting on base.
They sure were.
So seventh inning, come back up, and you're on the verge of a run rule win. I think it's 11-2, and Travis Sanders ahead of you, or Pearson Reebok maybe right ahead of you.
Yeah.
Grounded into a fielder's choice. But if he'd gotten a hit, or if Travis ahead of him had gotten a hit, game would have been over. You wouldn't have had a third at bat. Or a chance at a third grand slam.
Yeah, I mean, that made me think about it more, but it was just really exciting to be in that situation for the third time. The crowd was going crazy. It was awesome to have them out there, and it just happened for me.
Wow. So seventh inning, grand slam number 3, second person in NCAA baseball history to do that. The only other guy that did it was in 1975. So how about that? Putting your name in the record books.
Very cool.
And things had to fall in place. I mean, number one, you've played a lot of baseball. To come up to bat with the bases loaded 3 times is not that normal, is it?
Not at all. My sophomore year, I think, I got one of my first grand slams ever. I'd never really had the opportunity. If I did, I tried to do too much, or I would just get a hit or strike out or whatever I did. But having 3 in one game was next level, and it working out for me was even more crazy.
Yeah. What were some of the things, some of the people you heard from, some of the notoriety from that? What was the wildest thing that happened right after that?
The craziest thing was seeing MLB post me.
Yeah.
Scrolling through Instagram, seeing all the crazy stuff going on, and then I see MLB Instagram posted. That was really cool. But John Boy Media, big social media page, they reached out. Steven Scotch, big baseball media page, he reached out, and Jim Edmonds,
wow,
Major League Baseball player, he reached out. Great guy. It was really cool.
Man, that is so cool. And Cooperstown called also.
They did.
How about that? What ended up going to Cooperstown?
So I originally sent my batting gloves from the game.
Yeah.
And then I offered to send my cleats because I got a new pair of cleats because those ones are a little too small. But I sent those, and I don't know if they got those or anything. But then we sent the scorecard.
Scorecard, Derek Smith's scorecard.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they sent that up there, and I got a picture with that, and that was really cool. But they asked for my bat from the game, and I could not give that up yet. But if it breaks this year or once the year's over, I'll gladly send it up there.
Yeah. But, hey, you can ask, but that bat's got a lot of hits, a lot of home runs in it. We're not giving that one up yet.
Yeah.
That is so great. What a great Baylor debut. I mean, safe to say nobody's had a better Baylor debut than that. 3 grand slams in a game.
It was awesome.
Did it you're confident. I know you're not overconfident, but did that build your confidence? You know, your first game at Baylor, and you do that moving forward?
Yeah, I mean, the jitters and the nerves from before, they kind of go away. You get a big sigh of relief, and obviously starting like that is the best way you can start a game. But the next 2 days, I ended up going 0 for the next 2 or 3 games or whatever. But it was just, I have always been confident in myself, and having that start is just the best way.
That's great. That's really good. You had 3 years at UTA, or last year you had 12 home runs for UTA. You had 17 home runs in 3 seasons at UTA. You're sitting on 21 right now. Is that just your improvement, or what would you say, has led to that power increase this season?
Well, I mean, the development here has been really good. The strength program has taken me a lot higher than what I used to be in the past. I think I'm 10 or 15 pounds heavier, and that's obviously translated a little bit to it. But this ballpark and Clay Gould Ballpark at UTA is notoriously not a hitter-friendly ballpark, and having the opportunity to come here and hit when it's been playing pretty well this year, it's just been a collection of different things.
Yeah, I got you. You say that, but this is not exactly a home run park here. I mean, it takes a shot to get it out of here. Do you feel that?
Sometimes it does, but I mean, just based off of what I'm used to, this is kind of just a next level, not easy, but not as challenging and impossible.
I got you. You hit one over the batter's eye a week or so ago.
Yes, sir.
That's a shot. I think it was measured at 417. Man, you have to hit it to get it out of this ballpark. So
definitely,
you have done that very well. What about moving forward? You've got 2 series left for you guys. I mean, key games, trying to get to an NCAA regional. I know, like I said, you're a team-first guy. You want the team to succeed. These are big series straight ahead, aren't they?
Of course. I mean, every series is big in the Big 12. You don't ever want to lose one. You don't ever want to go back. But, I mean, these next 2 are monumental for us.
Yeah. What have you found in playing in the Big 12 this one year?
I mean, just one of a kind. These guys are great. Competing against them, I mean, I've met a bunch of guys that I'd never met before, and talking to them and playing against them, I mean, it's a different level of difficulty, and it's been really fun.
Good. Have you earned a level of respect where you see it from the opposing teams, like maybe you draw a walk where in the past you wouldn't have in previous years?
Well, I don't want to talk about myself or other teams, what they think, but I mean, I'd hope I'd get a little bit more, but I mean, I'm just here to play baseball. If you want to pitch to me, I'd gladly hit. So.
That's fair. That's very good. You're a really good student also, right?
I try my best.
Okay, and that's another good comparison to Charlie Carter, who was an academic All-American also. So another comparison between you two. What do you do away from baseball? Anything you like to do to get away?
Oh, man. Big on video games.
Okay.
I know that's probably not what you want to hear, but I like playing with the guys. MLB The Show is a big one for us. I was just playing last night, but I just like hanging out with the guys. I mean, going to watch movies, hanging out, going to dinner. It's just that's the best way to spend your time is just with your teammates.
Very good. And obviously you'd like to play baseball at the next level?
Of course. It's always been the dream.
That'd be great.
Yes, sir.
Draft is coming up not far away, so that'll be fun to watch. I think your name has, is on the list and jumped higher on the list with what you've done this year.
Trying my best not to think about it, just focusing on the season. But if that happens, that would be an amazing opportunity.
That's great. I think you'll have the opportunity. You're a really good defensive first baseman as well. You take pride in your defense?
Yes, sir. That's honestly where I like to spend most of my time working. My swing is obviously the biggest part of my game, but I like to spend more time focusing on making sure that other people look good and making sure that I don't mess up in a big spot, and it's a blessing to be here.
Yeah, terrific. It's just 1 year, but what has your 1 year at Baylor meant to you, just the totality, not just baseball, but everything about being a Baylor Bear for this 1 year?
It's been incredible. I mean, first time seeing a football team play. I mean, I have actual football team to root for and other sports, and I mean, the family here is just next level. These guys are great. The coaching staff is amazing. The other teammates that I have, it's just they're going to be brothers for life. And just the whole aura of the university has just brought a lot for me and my family, and they enjoy watching it, and it's just awesome.
That's great. Well, you're a Baylor Bear for life, man. It may be just 1 year, but you're Baylor for life, and we appreciate the visit, and we've loved watching you this year, and hope there's more hits and more home runs coming up in the future. And just know that any comparison between you and Charlie Carter, that is a positive comparison, because he was a great guy and a great player, and you've matched that in your 1 year here. So
yes, sir.
Congratulations to you on that.
Thank you.
Good. Appreciate the visit. Thanks.
Of course. Thank you.
All right. Good luck against UCF. That is Tyce Armstrong. He's our guest on the Sic Em Podcast, presented by Harley-Davidson Waco.